Hey everybody, this is Brian with our DIY Homestead. I thought I'd take you on a little tour of our animals and while I'm doing a little bit of the feeding and explain to you why we have the animals. Sean and I decided a long time ago that every animal that we have on this homestead is going to have a purpose. And I'll explain as we go along. I'll do the big girls here. We've got 14 laying hens. We get anywhere from, here lately, anywhere from 6 to 10 eggs a day. I don't know if you can see if I can zoom in on one of them. They've got a band on their foot, and all that does is tell me that I have clipped their wings so they can't fly, because our back area where they run is open, and we were having them fly out and fly up and go all over the place. So we clipped their wings. I banded them just to say, hey, clip their wings. You don't have to do it again. Um, I feed them organic layer pellets. As you can see, there's a lot on the ground. I just filled these feeders that I made yesterday, so I won't fill them again today. I won't fill them again until next week, actually. They hold about 15 pounds of feed, and that lasts about a week for 14 hens. And I usually can tell when they're ready for more because the ground will be all cleaned up. We have 3 waterers out here for them, and yeah, they're pretty much self-sufficient out here. I come out twice a day, once before I go to work, and then once before we go to bed. And I make sure everybody has water and feed. And I don't know if you can see them running around. You have to excuse the mess in here. We've got a bunch of corn cobs and stuff that we've had them pick clean. But yeah, now we're going to move over to our newest, which is our market chickens. We have 29 Cornish crosses. Well, I should say 28 Cornish crosses, and then an oddball. I don't know if you can see them back there. It's just one that they throw in the basket when they ship them out. And we get them from McMurray Hatchery. So we've always had good luck with them. And what I do for them, or I should say, what they do for us is they're going to be put up in the freezer, and we're going to be using them for our protein. And you can see, I've got two. Oops. I've got 2 1-gallon waters that I just filled up. And I'll go ahead and feed them here in just a second. But yeah, they are about 5 weeks old now. So we're looking to butcher them probably the second weekend in November. So as you can see, they are fully feathered out. What you see bare, they will not put feathers out there because they're bred to put all their energy into growing, not putting feathers on. So they look kind of ugly, I have to say, but they're really good breed for market. And if you like chicken, they're really excellent chicken, totally different than what you can get in the store. Okay, what I feed them is a medicated grow and start, and I'll keep them on that their entire life because it just helps them grow and keeps them from getting disease. Oop, here was one trying to sit up on top of the water. They're getting a little bit too big for that now. But yeah, let me go ahead and I'll just set this up here. That way I don't get attacked. And it's just like a crumble, but it's all medicated. It's good for them. They love it. I think we're already on our third or fourth 50-pound bag. And I expect to go through probably 3 more before they're done. Oops, got a feather in there. Get that out of there. And they are hungry. Again, I come out twice a day during the week for all of our animals. And then on the weekends, I come out 3 times for the chicks here, just to make sure they have enough food and water. We want them to grow as much as possible. This is their 3rd time eating today, and they're still hungry. So let's get some more. I'm going to put some on the ground out here. And that, oops, excuse me. Yeah, we'll take care of that. And now we'll head over to the rabbits. We have 2 rabbits. They are lion's heads and Hollowop mix. We have a female. Her name is Lucy. And we have a male. It's kind of hard to see him. He's right down here in the corner. Yeah, he's hard to see. He's just hunkered down. It's hot today. His name is Ricky. As you can see, we throw them carrots and celery and lettuce. And this guy here actually likes watermelon. So he's eating some of that. Oh, we have the pellets for them. We have water, of course, and we feed them alfalfa. You can see their baskets are full of alfalfa. And why we have the rabbits is because we use their poo for fertilizer. We have found that the rabbit poo is very, very good in the garden for growing vegetables and flowers and whatever. And you can put it directly on the roots and in the hole, because this is considered a cold manure, so it won't burn your root system or hurt your plants at all. And I've got a little collection. Let me see if I can get under there. I got a couple buckets under this one. I got a kiddie pool under this one. So that's how we collect it. And let's go to the bees next. That's always the last one on the list because it takes a little bit longer. Let's see if I can get these guys out of the way. They are hungry. Like I said, this is the 3rd time today that they've been fed. I will add in here that when we got these 5 weeks ago, we added this enclosure because we didn't have any room in the house to keep them. So we have this brooder that they stayed in for, I think, 2 weeks. I do have brooder heaters, and it just worked perfectly. You can see the tarp on top. I wrapped the whole thing in a tarp to help keep them warm and keep the draft off of them. And yeah, it worked out great. And then when we were ready to release them, we built this shelter, so it's all enclosed. And I've added cardboard around the bottom, and I stuck the heaters down there because they're still young. They weren't fully feathered out yet, so I kept them warm under there. And what I did is I took them out of the brooder and I put them in this end. The other end is open, so they just got used to being underneath there, and that's where they all sleep at night. All 29 of them pile in there. I imagine it's kind of crowded, but they're nice and cozy. And then just the last couple of days, I'll go back in here for a minute. I added this other section on to their yard to give them just a little more room, do some running around and whatnot. And you can see, get in here. they're in here running around because they got fresh grass. I just opened it up today. But what this is a 10 by 10 dog kennel that we got on the cheap. And we had a couple hog panels or cattle panels, whatever you want to call them. And I bowed them and put them inside. And then I bought a 16 mil tarp that's UV protected, rip and tear resistant, and really heavy duty, and it works very well. So they've got some more shaded area. We've got it open on both ends so the wind can blow through and hopefully not blow it away. But yeah, it gives them a nice bigger area to run around in. Now we'll go do the bees. I'm jumping around here, but that's all right. That's chore life. Some of them still eat. You can see this is one thing. They lay down and they eat because they get so heavy that they're just wiped out. I'll throw in a picture. I took a picture of one of them sleeping earlier, so I'll throw that in here. And let you guys see what the precarious position he was in. Okay, we're going to go out here to the bees. We have 2 hives that we'll be feeding them. And yeah, we'll get them all taken care of. And these guys I only feed once a week because I've got about a 3/4 gallon feeder inside the hives, and you'll see it when I go to feed them. So let's go check them out. All right, now we're going to do the bees. Smoker going. Smoke around the edge. Crack the top. Sometimes it needs a little help. We got a hive tool. Not too many. You're still sleeping. Squirts underneath. On the top there. Always going to put them back the same way we got them out. Looks like they're still building comb. Still going good. Get them filled up. Get out of here before they get all riled up. Sugar water I use is a 1-to-1 ratio, so 8 pounds of sugar to 1 gallon of water. They love it. It takes just about a gallon on these internal feeders. Everybody seems to be doing good. Now we'll move over to the next one. crack the top on this one. Get a couple squirts around. Kind of let them know we're coming. These guys are a little more active. Yeah, this one's a lot more active than the other one. But they're not building as much comb yet. But they're still building it. All frames have comb on it. Still building out. Let's give it a few squirts here with the smoke. And they settled right back down. I think it helps coming out earlier in the day. It's actually not so hot today. And there we go. We got them all filled up. See if we can pull one out here. Give you a peek at them. Put it back in the same way we bring it out. They're filling in. You can see all the honey. So they're working on it. A couple more squirts. They got riled up because I was in messing around with them. Now, gently put this back on. Top back on. And leave them be. Get it? Leave them be. I know. Just as bad as my dad jokes. Well, that's going to do it for our chores for tonight. It's getting to be about 6 o'clock, I guess, 6:30. It's still hot here in Texas. It's I think it got up to 96 today. And this is the 13th of October. So it's still pretty warm. We're supposed to be cooling down here next week. And I'll just reiterate, why we have the animals. I said earlier that every animal has a job, has a purpose. Our laying hens give us eggs that we do sell and we eat. Our dogs love the eggs. We have market chickens that's going to be feeding our whole family for quite some time. And then we have our rabbits that we use their manure for fertilizer. Uh, don't know exactly what the next animal is going to be, but we will bring you along on that journey when we get to it. See you in the next video.